As you know it, this is the Condor, the robot that helped me significantly through robots during its prime. Originally, the robot was super powerful and simply extreme. Even robot's creators themselves said that it was ridiculous on how crazy and powerful this robot is. But for me, it was the exact robot that helped me a lot. Here's a full backstory. I first got the Condor when I was recording a video, checking my hangars for robots with weapons to equip those weapons. Then I first saw it, I freaked out over excitement, and made a new video on it. This marked the start of the robot. That, yeah, sure, was new and latest meta at that time, but helped me succeed. A couple of days or weeks, I can't recall when after I got it, I was in Dennis Fox's Discord server before the first ban he gave me and before the second chance. Came over from him being suspicious of me. I informed saying something about the Condor date helped me in there, and that's when Dennis was also confused, and then he had learned that I had a Condor. After all of this between me, him, and some other server members, that sparked him and me eventually turning into rivals as he was against it, and I needed the Condor to live on. I don't regret using the Condor at the time, I needed it, and if Dennis really hates it, then go deal with it, Dennis. When I used the Condor, it was satisfying using it, and I was lucky because I haven't won a giveaway in a while. I was shocked and surprised, and it was the latest meta at the time, so it was a huge step up. Although Dennis really didn't like that I used it, honestly, I'm not sure if he can notice how much people struggle in battles. If they do, like me, or they struggle in battles or struggle badly, then that's when the meta can be used. But it is your choice after all whenever you want to use it. It's not like anyone controls you, and it's just how many of these games work. Later, after the first ban he gave me from his server and clan because I was going against him in the community post explaining some paragraph and how he muted me for 7 days fully, which is a week plus weekend combined for him just having enough of me chatting there. He did later unmute me shortly after the post, which gained some traction from his friend who I am also deep enemies with, SMDW aka See Me Doing Work. Dennis himself also responded, and after about 30 plus comments / replies later, that's when the ban happened. That's when all went dark temporarily. However, much time later after this, with his parody videos, I responded positively in the comments as they were made fairly decent to good from Dennis, some even funny. Then this continued for a bit. After a while, with Dennis seriously uploading significantly less, at this point rarely. During this time, I then decided that maybe I can tell Dennis if I can join back into his server, so I told him, as it was decently chill between us at that time. During this time, I was also gathering proof / evidence against him in a massive chat from ChatGPT, and me and ChatGPT were both agreeing that Dennis was just a terrible person now. After a while of collecting evidence for approximately 2 months, then I was inactive in his Discord server for a week plus, and sometime during that time, he jailed me with his jailbot he had in the Discord server. And before noticing that, I joined in Warblood server 2 hours prior to noticing me jailed basically for no reason. Straight up inactivity, showing that Dennis wants you to engage commonly. And minutes before everything started massively collapsing between us, I trash talked Dennis in Wolf server to show my anger towards Dennis, and this was the part where I noticed that I was jailed. With that, as I insulted him in there, Dennis himself also has spies in a variety of robot servers who directly spy for him, and one person sent a screenshot of my message to Dennis in a direct message most likely, and then he confronted me, and that's when things collapsed fast. I took screenshots quickly before a final ban, knowing that if I wouldn't, that would be the end of the story, and then I got the final ban. Then the start of me exposing him started, me exposing everything about him with the help of friends from Wolf server, etc., which he has a lot of dark secrets to uncover. And nowadays, he himself also has a Condor which he promised to never use, as I remember him saying he'll never use it, which he's just a hypocrite at this point. At least say that you're gonna use it once it really gets nerfed, then just promise to never use it no matter what. But meanwhile, nowadays, I also enjoy the Condor still, not as good as before, rather similar, but it's still nice to use, but not my main robot. Anyways, please like and subscribe, as I'm new to entering the Wolves Creator program, and I'll probably see you sometime later. Bye for now, fellow commanders.